to take care of that too. Plug that in. Grab this. I'm going to try and get rid of my neck hairs. There we go. Oopsies. Oh. My dog is currently trying to play with the cows. There's actually quite a few of them. I didn't know there's that many of them. Which sucks, because we'd have to go right by them to get up onto our hill. But it's like, where did these cows come from? There was no cows around here the last, like, however many days. It's so bright out here, I can't see. And now all of a sudden there's cows everywhere. Like literally, where did they come from? Whatever. She's actually doing pretty good, not trying to bother them. Like, you can tell she wants to play with them back there, but she's being really good. Oh, you put your bell on. Well, we're gonna try and go by the cows here. They seem to be just indifferent about her, which is good. I don't know what direction they came from, but I think we can get by them. Now she has a bell on though, so she's gonna be making a lot more noise. There was one that was down closer to the van here, because I was like, why do I hear like whatever? And it wasn't, I don't know how to explain it. Like I heard something, but I didn't know what it was. And I come around the van, and this guy right here was down here closer, and she's just sitting there wagging her tail like 3 feet away. Like, are we playing? Come on, let's play. And I was like, Nari, he doesn't want to play. Nari, don't do it. No, he doesn't want to play. Good job. We're just passing through. I know, you're just a youngin'. You're like a year old. Nari, no. Come on. Nope, this way. Thank you. Good job, sweet girl. Hi, guys. Yeah, we'll leave you to it. I was hoping to do this hill, but we'll see how these cows are moving. I can't tell. My guess is they probably came from maybe that direction, and they're moving this way. I don't know. It's hard to tell. This one's looking at me, though. Look here. I doubt they're moving up the mountain. It should be okay. I can't tell how good this is going to go. She's not going to like it. Oh, there's a little lizard. Nice. It's my first lizard I've seen. She's not going to like just going up and down a mountain. But that's what I got to do. So hopefully we'll see how my legs feel. This is going to be a slow first ascent, just to get the legs warmed up. I can feel, oddly enough, the front of my ankle, which would have been from the very slow descents that we did yesterday. So we're just gonna play it by feel and see how this goes. If our feel doesn't feel very good, then we're probably not gonna do much. And we'll just take it easy today. But she's been bugging me for like 2 hours now to go do something, so she knows our more normal morning routine. And so if we don't get going, she's just like, why are we not going? Why are we not going? But we're gonna do this first climb, and we could always, depending on where the cattle are, we could end up here and then go back up again. It wouldn't be as far of a ascent. That's fine. I was hoping to oh, see, I see the cows way down there. Why are these? So they must be coming from that direction then, and they're moving that way overall, because there's a lot of cows down there. Why are they up here? Why don't you guys go get with your friends? Because I know there's water down there. So, but, let me change camera views actually. There we go. Yeah, so there's cows way down there. And then there's like 5 of them up here for some reason. So I don't know why. Oh, there's a mining claim right down there too. I never noticed that. Huh. That's weird. Anyways, so yeah, we got to keep an eye on and I'm feeling my Achilles a little bit too, which is not good. So we're gonna kind of nurse that a bit too. If I push really hard, then I'm gonna have, do not need an inflamed Achilles. So we're just gonna kind of try and take it a little easy, but we still need to get vert. Once I get warmed up though, yeah, it looks like they're heading down. Because there's two of them have moved quite a ways down the mountain already. Surprised they're not with that group though. Maybe there's some over on the other side of the knob over here I can't see, but most of them looks like they're right down there. There's a big group, probably like 15, 20 of them. And they are definitely heading towards where the corral is, where the water is. These guys are just, I don't know what they're doing. Whatever. Anyways, it is hot out right now. So freaking hot. That's why I was hoping to be able to go all the way back down to the van, because then I could just aid out of my van a bit. But we're definitely not gonna do like 2, 3, 4s or anything like that. We're gonna do up downs. And hopefully, if my legs will warm up, we'll be doing more than one, and we can do them at a higher intensity. It's all just going to depend on how my legs feel. I think a lot of it, the way my legs hurt, is I'm like, last night I was roasting. It was so freaking hot in the van. So I had the exhaust fan on. My back door cracked because then it pulls the cool air in right over the top of me. Well, it also does that to her. So I was nice and warm. She was not liking it. So she was restless and getting as close as she could to me in certain areas. Part of that being I like to move around a lot in my sleep. Like just shift back. I can't just sleep in one position. I change positions all the time. But she pretty much forced me to have to sleep on my back. If I sleep on my back, then my feet, because my van isn't wide enough for how tall I am. If I had the kickouts, it would be. But my feet like push up against my wall, and when I sleep and my feet are up against something, then it's like, you know, some people like kind of clench their jaw or grind their teeth at night. I will push my feet and legs against something in my sleep, like if there's something there. So I'm guessing while I was sleeping, I was constantly pushing against the wall with my feet and legs. Oh, yeah, I don't think this is gonna work today, because my legs are not feeling good at all. Why is this guy not going down with his buddies? All the rest of them have started moving down the hill, except for him. He's just hanging out over here. He's content, I guess. He don't care. Oh, my legs. It's not even my legs, it's just my ankles, and it's just my right leg too. Like I can feel the front of my ankle, and then I can feel my Achilles a little bit. I don't know why I'm feeling my Achilles, because it's not like it's not like I went out from 0 vertical feet and decided I'm gonna go do 50,000 feet of vert this last week, you know. It's like I've worked into it. I mean, I am older, so you always have to worry about your Achilles if you do too much too fast. I did not do too much too fast. Obviously my Achilles thinks so. Oh, I find my scraper and probably just spend a good hour working it. Oh yeah, there's cows like further down the hill that I can see now. So they definitely were coming from that direction, moving towards the corral. I just don't know why these guys are hanging out way up here instead of with their friends. But whatever, that's fine. I just think this is gonna be a slow. This might be my only climb, unless my leg starts to feel better. Because I feel like I could run up this hill, but I don't want to injure myself. Don't want to injure myself. Wish those cows would move on, but also, in a way, I'm kind of glad they were there because that was her first experience, just being around cows that aren't fazed by her, so she didn't know how to handle it. So it was a good experience for her. Because usually she is used to the cows running away from her. And so she takes that as they're playing. They want me to chase them. And so this morning when I glanced out there, that's what she was doing. She was like doing her whole like wagging her tail, kind of, you know, doing the downward dog, kind of jump up little thing and be like, come on, let's play. And those cows are just looking at her like, nah, we're good. And then she kept looking back at me like, they don't want to play. Well, no shit, they're a cow, you dumbass. Oh, man. Just standing up. What the fuck, bug? I'm just trying to talk and all of a sudden a bug just decided I'm gonna fly right into your mouth. Like just standing out here, it is hot. Goodness gracious, it's freaking hot out here. Like I'm sweating, not even doing anything. Like I was sweating as soon as I just got out of the van. I'm like, gosh dang. Actually, I started sweating when I opened the back door at about 7 o'clock this morning because the sun was already up. And it was hot. Just an hour before that is when I woke up and went outside to for her to go potty, and it was kind of cool out, so like it heated up fast. That sun is so freaking hot. You know, I know this because I spend enough time down here in Arizona, but it's no joke, that sun exposure down here in Arizona is just not. It is just unrelenting. Even when it's not that hot out, that sun will make it feel hot. And even in this time of year, I mean, I went out, it's probably 8 on the UV index today. Yeah, figure out what we're gonna do tomorrow too. I think we're gonna, well, I still gotta look and see when exactly this system is supposed to move in. But we might take and wake up early, because there's an area east of here I want to explore. There's like a couple spots that look like it would be awesome freaking camping spots. And there's not a trail, or there's a, I don't want to say this, there's a trail not too far away. Wow, why was that so difficult? That leads up into the Massasoit Wilderness. So if there's like a, truly is a camping spot there and it's open, I might stay there for a day or two. And then head down to southeastern side. If it's not open, then we'll just take the back way down through some areas that I've never even been to, just to see that part of the state. But we'll see. Like, either way, I want to go that way. I kind of want to go that way just to explore the state. But where'd my dog go? I just saw her go down that way into the ravine. I hear her down there. She's probably running up that way. She's gonna pop up further up on the hill. Oh, she's way over on the other side. She's on the other side of the ravine. What are you doing up there? You can go ahead. Now she's gonna come back. I was fine if you wanted to explore. I was okay. You do you, boo. Explore as much as you want. You could have gone and explored. Yeah. You were fine. She is like, that tells you how hot it is out here. She's not even like, you know, beast moding it around, and she's like panting because she's hot. Not because she's necessarily thirsty, even though she probably does need a little bit of water, but because she's hot. Last summer we were out running around. I don't remember where we were at, but I do remember it was pretty warm. And I had just given her some water, and she drank all she wanted. We didn't even go like a quarter of a mile, and we came up to these old ladies, and they were like, "Oh, your dog is thirsty. Why don't you give her water?" I'm like, "She's not thirsty, she's hot." I gave her water like a quarter mile ago. And they were looking at me like I'm a freaking horrible dog dad. Like, you're so mean, you're not giving your dog water. There's a difference between being thirsty and hot. It's how a dog gets rid of the heat, you dumbass. Now, when we get to the top here, I am going to give her a little bit of water, but I'm not saying right now. She is hot, but she may or may not drink some water. She drank a little bit before we left, so I don't know if she'll Did she drink enough? Who knows? Will she want some water? Probably. I'm okay giving her some water. Hoof does. I don't know. Today, this morning's just been weird because I even the coffee this morning just wasn't hitting the same. Like that first half a cup was like so amazing. Like as soon as my first sip, I was like, oh yeah, there it is. But then I didn't even drink the last half. I don't know what the deal is. I don't know what the dealio is. I don't know if you see that black spot right there, but that's an actual mine that's open as well. Like there is a, like it goes back in this way for at least a little ways. I mean, the hill's not that big, so it can't go that far. It has to start heading down somewhere. But it's not blocked off. You can just walk right into it. I don't know if you look at my Instagram from a couple months ago, she tried to go back in there, or it might have been Javelina. So what was that, like 4 or 5 months ago? And she wanted to go back in the tunnel. I'm like, no, I've seen enough ghost shows. I don't want to go back in there. Whoa, why are we pointing at the sky? Gosh dang. Freaking thing. Okay, let's get you a drink. I don't know if you want a drink, but you're panting really hard. Why does this thing keep trying to balance all the way back up at the sky? What is going on with my gimbal today? Come here so your fans can see you. Well, drink it all. We're not wasting water. I don't have a snack. No snacks. You had a snack before we left. Here. Thank you. Okay, well that was fun. Well, let's go up to this summit at least over here. Now it's pointing at the ground. What is going on with my gimbal? Do I have this on? Oh, I do have it on a weird setting. Okay, maybe that'll be better. I had it on the wrong setting somehow. Okay, maybe we'll be better now because holy cow, that was getting frustrating. I was like, 1 minute is pointing at the sky, 1 minute is pointing at the ground. Like, what is going on here? But we'll at least go up to this summit. And then we'll start heading our way back down. And if I feel okay, then we'll come back up again. She'll be confused. She'll be like, why are we going back up? Well, first she's gonna be like, why are we going back down? And then she'll be like, why are we going back up? And then tonight, if I'm feeling okay, we'll try and do the 10K loop, and if the weather's okay. All the snow is almost melted up in the Bradshaws. It's too bad it's supposed to snow on Tuesday, or tomorrow, I guess, because we would I'd head up there because I need to hit some trails back in there, and up here too, but mostly back at the beginning. They are doing a trail run. What do you call it? A training run for the first, 37 miles or whatever. But I'm supposed to be working that weekend. See if it actually comes to fruition or not, but last weekend, originally I was supposed to work there too, but I guess for what they were doing, they just wanted to keep it in-house. I mean, even the director was out on the camera. That race, they weren't going to make a lot of money on the live stream, so I get it, like not wanting to. My ankle is actually popping. What is up with that? No wonder my ankle is feeling weird. Like, it is literally popping almost every step. Anyways, like, you know, it's not like they were having millions of viewers for that race and all that kind of stuff, so I get it. Not wanting to pay for videographers and stuff. That's okay. I mean, if they asked me to, I probably would have just done it by volunteer for volunteer credits, just so I can run a future race for cheaper. Really. But I don't know, we had a good Saturday though. We got 22 miles in. Where's our cow friends at? I don't see them. Oh no, they're still there. They're actually closer to the van again now, so hopefully they don't mess around with my van. Cows like to chew on things on vehicles, especially in that I haven't sprayed my van off since we drove down here, and there's still salt all over everything from the roads in Utah. For the most part, a lot of it got washed off from the rain, but where'd my dog go? I thought we'd come over the rise and see her, but oh, there she is. She's just off on the left doing her own thing. Like, I didn't even hear her bell. What was going on with her bell? Hopefully she didn't rip it off. She's done that before. So we ended up ripping it off. I don't know, probably 45 minutes before we went live. She wanted to go outside and hang around. This before I even knew there was cows or anything. And she comes jumping back in, you know, looking at me like, are you ready to go yet? And I wasn't even out of bed yet. And I look at her, and she had freaking prickly pine needles sticking out of her shoulder. There's like 5 of them, and I'm like, what the heck? What did you do? Like, get up here. So she got out there, and she was actually pretty good about me pulling the needles out. And then I'm looking at her, and I'm like, she had a mesquite thorn stuck on her chest too, a really big one. And then, so I pulled that one out, and then I like look a little bit more, and I'm like, she had another mesquite thorn on her shoulder. And that one, she was like, I don't know if she was trying to save it for later or what. She did not want me to pull that one out. Finally, she was pretty good. about just sitting there while I got it. But I'm like, what did you get into? You've been outside for 5 minutes. She had a mesquite thorn in their forehead last night. When we got back from our stroll, and she was horrible about letting me grab that thing. Because, I mean, first off, I'm going at it with, you know, my fingers kind of already in like the pinchy thing, you know, so I can just try and grab a hold of it. You do that, she's like, oh, you got a treat in your hands? Let me have it. And you're like, no, I don't. And then she is always suspicious of you trying to do something. So then I waited for her to kind of sleep, like, because she was tired. She was like dozing off a little bit. Whew. Waited for her to sleep or to start dozing off, and I reached down there and I touched it. I almost had it. And when I touched it, of course, she felt that. And so then for the next like 15 minutes, she was very suspicious of every time I'd move my hands, she was like, what are you doing? Get your hands away from my head. It's like, just let me take it out. And then I eventually did get it out, but it was like, I was talking with my friends, I compared it to trying to put socks on like a freaking 2-year-old, you know, trying to take a mesquite thorn out of her forehead. Or I should say it's like trying to put socks on a 2-year-old that doesn't want to wear socks. Put it that way. I don't know what we're gonna do today. Like, I should do a lot of computer work, but I also need my batteries to charge. I'll get lots of sun today, or some strong sun anyways, for charging for a bit, but I don't know if I use my computer, it's not going to charge near as fast. Yesterday I got pretty decent charge on it, surprisingly. It was a good, what did I gain, like 12% on my batteries yesterday, which was surprising. Well, let's go to the tippy top. I don't have to be worried about her because there's all those little cactuses that I showed you guys last night scattered all around these rocks. But I think this might be the way to go. I think last time I was up here I went to the left. This is the way to go up here. And there's less cactus. Look at that. Or at least for right now there is. Hopefully my dog knows where I'm at. Oh, there's some cactus right there. Big old ones. But she knows where I'm at. She was just taking her own time. Just taking her own time. Watch out for the cactus, sweet girl. Watch out for that cactus. Oh, okay, well, here's the top of this one. Let's make it official. There we go. Now we can peer down at our buddy down there too. Cows are, they're moving. They're still by our van, but now they're on the other side of our van. There's still a couple of them further down the road too. So they're definitely moving towards my neighbor, that's for sure. And then these cows down here, I can see a white one that's starting to move this way again. And they were very clearly the whole group of them moving towards the corral earlier. Oh look, somebody's parked up on the very top now. That's like a really, if you want, I want to say this, like the best cell service reception and all that kind of stuff. On top of the hill is a couple good camping spots. If you need accessibility for like RV trailers, all that, great spot. It is like easy to get to, wide open areas. But surprisingly, we haven't seen anybody there all week. I thought about taking it as we were driving in. Only problem with it is it's like pretty close to the road. You're like 1/10 of a mile from the road. But you're really close to the Black Canyon Trail up on the top of the plateau as well. So you can either head that way or you can come down in the canyon this way. Cows are moving, so we might go down now. I do not feel it. I don't know what's going on with that Achilles. The front of my, oddly enough, the front of my shin right now doesn't feel bad. And it was reverse when we were, which I guess would kind of make sense. I'm not using the front of my leg going uphill. I'm using my Achilles. So who knows what's going to happen when we go downhill. Probably it's going to flip-flop and reverse. See, this is the trail we came up last time because there's an actual trail here, right here. But then you get up here and there is no trail. And it's just cactus. And there's clearly the road right there. This is the quickest way. As long as she didn't step on any of the cactus that's in this grass. It's hard to see. Ooh, there's a lot of it right there. Don't step on the cactus, sweet girl. Don't you do it. Did you do it? She's looking at me like, no, I'm trying to convince you to go down the road. She's looking at me like, you're clearly heading back the direction we just came, which is a wrong decision. I'm just letting you know that's wrong. That's what she says. Just want you to know you're going the wrong way. You're going the wrong way. How does he know which way we're going? If you know that movie reference, you and I, one, have the same sense of humor, and two, are probably close to the same age, because that is a classic movie. How does he know which way we're going? Well, I'm trying to get away. I was stopping because I was running into that mesquite branch, silly girl. She looked at me like, oh, we're turning around and go the other way? No, we're not. Wow, my legs, I can actually feel this downhill. Like, the downhill yesterday was kind of diffy. Like, I could feel it like in my knees and my quads, different than normal. Not like it hurt, just, you know, kind of, you can tell that you have been working out. Your legs do not like the pounding. But she knows what I'm gonna do, so she stops, and then as I get closer she curls her butt my direction so that I will like pinch her butt, pinch her tushies. I saw a video on TikTok yesterday, and some dog was it was like a French bulldog, something mix, and this little girl, like the dog was up trying to get the little girl to scratch his butt or his or her butt or whatever, and mom goes, I don't remember what the kid's name was, but it was like Sally or whatever, you know, like, Sally, he wants you to scratch his butt. And the little girl literally goes, like, moves her hand, because it was up on the, you know, the back of the dog, like, you know, where a dog would want his butt scratched. And she literally moved her hand and started scratching the dog's butthole. And the mom was like, no, not like that. And the dog, like, immediately, like, slammed his butt away from her and, like, looked at her like, what the hell is wrong with you? And the little girl was like, what? You told me you wanted his butt scratched. The look on the dog's face, though, was priceless. Literally looked at that little girl like, what the fuck is wrong with you? Oh, man. I was hoping we'd get up here and we'd do this, and I would, you know how they say that if you don't feel like going for a run for a mile, because chances are after that, you know, you're gonna start feeling it, you know, and you can do your workout. Ain't happening today. We'll see how we feel when we get down here. But I might just call it and be like, you know what, let's just do some more tonight. Oh, I need to work on so many things. It's kind of funny. I've always known I've had a little bit of ADHD type of thing, but somehow in my work, I was always able to do very well multitasking. Now, I still procrastinated. And procrastination, at least the way I procrastinate, is a big see if I can read that with the sun on. Twin Cass, hey, thank you for the follow. Anyways, procrastination, I'll do my push-ups when we get up here to a little bit flatter spot up here. The way I procrastinate is a sign of like ADHD. It is definitely, I saw a video that talked about all these different signs of ADHD, and I was like, gosh dang, I had to do every single one of them fucking things. I've never been diagnosed with ADHD. I was a kid. I just did what I did. Let's see. Where's the flattest spot? I guess right here is not bad. I better go this direction. Which trail is this? So this is part of the Black Canyon Trail. So the Black Canyon Trail proper in this section is actually down in the bottom right here, but this is part of the Black Canyon Trail right here. So this is Black Canyon City, Arizona is a little ways that way. That's the Bradshaw Mountains. Crown King is up that way. Phoenix is like 50 miles that way. Flagstaff is, I don't know, 70, 80 miles that way. I knocked them push-ups out. You were diagnosed late in life, but always knew you had it. Yeah. Well, see, I mean, this is gonna date me, but why are you shining over there? Nope, wrong direction. But I'm old enough that ADHD really wasn't a thing when I was a kid. I think my dog left me. My dog, she gave up on me. I went hiking Sunday and got too tired. You're in Queen Creek, oh nice. Yeah, yesterday's normal recovery run turned into a recovery hike. Today we're supposed to be doing high intensity, but I woke up today and like just doing some higher intensity repeats up this hill. I woke up, my ankle's kind of bothering me, and one part of it being my Achilles, and I definitely do not want to inflame my Achilles, make it rupture or something. There's my dog. Here's the driver back then, exactly. I'm always moving. So I spent time with a friend about a week ago or so, and I'm like constantly moving my leg, and I had like the weirdest knot in my hip from running earlier, but I'm like constantly moving my legs and everything, and she's like, "Are you always like that?" I was like, "Yeah, that's what I do." Like when I was in the military, my famous quote was, "If you wait till the last minute, it only takes a minute." And somehow I would always procrastinate everything, like every project I was working on, even in like school. If I had to do like a huge ass paper, I would essentially procrastinate till the last minute. Like I could not, like say it was a 12-page paper, I could work on that thing for 3 months and only get like 2 pages done. But then that last like 6 hours, I could knock out like 7 pages. Like, okay, I see how we feel when we get down here to know if we want to actually run up this or not. See how the Achilles is feeling. It's super steep, so who knows? Who knows? I mean, I say super steep, but it's like the max is like 20%, but for the most part, it's around that 12%. We'll see. So I might just have to call it after this, and then tonight try and regroup and try and get a decent workout in. I'm just definitely not feeling it today, but this morning, yeah, I'm feeling my ankle. I don't think we're gonna be able to do this. So, I don't know, we'll see. My plan, I really wanted to do 6x2 3/4s. So 2 minutes uphill. I mean, you can do them different ways, but the one I would do for right now would be a much prettier area than Santan Park. It is. It truly is. I was thinking about moving tomorrow, either over to Mazat plan. Why is that so hard to say today? Wilderness area, or down to Chiricahua. however you say it. I would, from a boy from Montana would pronounce it Chiricahua, but I heard some local actually say Chiricahua. So I don't know, but I'm gonna go there tomorrow. Oh. Dog's actually, she wasn't trying to argue with me, so I think she's ready to go back too. And normally she's like, you know, like on what was it, on Saturday, you know, our first run we did, because we got what, 22 miles total on Saturday. I think our first run was like 14 and a half, but we got down where the like Canyon Trail is, crosses this road, and which would have been at like 14.25. and she was like, come on, let's keep going. I'm like, nah, how about no? And the only reason why I break up mileage like that is because I have to. My dog, even if I do 20 miles in the morning, she will be like, she'll take a 2-hour nap, and she'll be like around like 5 or 6 at night, will just start driving me up the walls. And so if I want her to settle down at nighttime, we got to go for another, you know, 5K, 10K, depending on whatever. And so that's why I break up my days where I'm doing high mileage into 2 runs, just because I know I have to do something with her anyways. So if my day is supposed to be a, you know, 20-mile run, then we'll do like a 14, 15 in the morning, another 10K at night. If my run's supposed to be a 30-mile run, then we'll do, you know, 20, 24, 25 in the morning, and then 10K at night. Slight breeze here. Oh yeah, there's just the slightest breeze. Oh, I did that many miles in a day. Yeah, that's because I'm starting out on in my training block last week, because I just came off of a race, and then I surprisingly got into Cocodona 250. So I was like, well, I get to take a week off, start back into it again. So I'm actually more looking at my last race as just a training run before, you know, so it's just a big continuous long training block. So like by the time I have probably another 2 weeks, 3 weeks. I mean, there's a couple days I'll be doing back to back 40 miles, 50 miles. We'll see how the body responds. This is really what it's going to come down to, because I definitely want to make it to the race healthy. So I just got to listen to my body, see how well it wants to do. I'm trying not to go super high mileage, because normally, you know, for 100-mile race or more, actually 100K, I would say, anything longer than 100K, I will do, you know, 110, 120 mile weeks. So we're trying to not do much more than, I mean, even this plan, I still plan on having a couple 100+ mile weeks, but more vert is what I'm focusing on this time. So that's why I'm like, really, even though we did a nice little slow hike up the first way up, I'm not too concerned about pace right now, as long as I get the vert in. We'll see. Is that my 1 mile mark? No, that was 2 mile mark. I didn't know we went that far. Okay, I think I'm gonna try and convince my dog to go up again. I feel good enough, but we'll go down here to this corner and we'll see We will see. Oh, there's my van right there. Oh, here's our corner. Where'd my dog go? Where did she go? Hey, where'd you go? Nari. Nari, you want to go up again? Hey, you want to go up again? What if we go up again? You want to go up again? No, she doesn't want to go up again. If she wanted to go, her watching me go up, oh, maybe she does. You want to go up? Come on, let's go up again. You want to go up again? No, she doesn't. She turned around, so I thought she might want to, but nope. If she saw me turn around to go up again and she wanted to go, she would have been sprinting back up to me, but and so then when I started going this way, she turned and started coming this way. So I was like, oh, maybe she does want to go. And then I turned around and she just stopped again. So obviously she didn't want to go. That's fine. We'll just do something tonight. Maybe get in, what am I up? Yeah, I only got 600 feet of vert, so we definitely need to crank it up today. I mean, I was hoping to do this hill at least 5 times at like I said, a higher intensity to get my heart rate up above 160 at least. But nope. We'll see. Maybe tonight we can go run up to the plateau and back. That'll be from here. That'd be about 12 miles. I'm not gonna get the vert I need though, but it's cool running up that. It's easy. It's very runnable. But I don't know. We'll see. Or we could do our 10K loop again. I get about 1,200 feet from doing our 10K loop. And I could always add some on there. We'll see. I don't know. Oh, I have a lot of work to get done today. Where did our cow friends go? They were just down here. They must have went over on the other side of the knob already. They're visiting my camping neighbor over there now, I guess. Definitely looking a little scrawny, which is understandable this time of year. There's not hardly anything out here to eat right now. After the rains and snows we got, though, things are gonna start. Really gonna start. I'm excited for the desert flowers to start blooming. Oh, I need to get as much work done as I can today. There's a lot to get done, including my taxes and my annual report for my business that I have to get submitted to my Secretary of State. Oh, and then I gotta email a few people, see if I can get some videography gigs to fit in where I don't have anything currently. That'll fit in with my training schedule too, and my race schedule. What my dog's doing. We're not going further. What? You wanted to come down here. We could have turned around and gone back. She hates out and backs. That's probably why. She wants to continue down. No, you made me got back to the van. We're done. Yeah, we're done. Okay, I'll make a deal with you. We'll go a mile down the trail. and then come back for two more miles. Because I should have zero issues with it. There's hardly any vert on this portion of the trail, so. Oh, butthead. Could have just got more vert going back up the mountain. She's not gonna like this though. If we just go a mile down the trail and then turn around, she is not gonna like it. That's okay. Her fault. Her own fault. Oh, wow, that puddle's dry. There's a big ass puddle there from the rain and snow we got the other day. And it was still there yesterday or last night, so sometime throughout the night it dried up, or this morning. I guess it is. That's sun. I don't know what the real temperature is right now, but that sun sure does make it feel hot. I do know here it's supposed to get about 74 degrees, so we'll see what it actually does. Okay, well, lucky you guys, we're going further. I gotta plug my camera in too before it dies. Where's my cord? Dang it. I understand the idea of these little pouches that they have on your running vest, like the little trash pockets, but all it does is get in the way. Say hello to my face as I plug my camera in, since I only have two hands. Okay, let's keep going. Last night at, I don't know, what was it? Went to bed around 9-ish, probably 9:30. And we both went outside to do our bedtime potties, and it was so weird because, I mean, I hear this like small, like little Cessna or something above me right now. And where we're at, there's just so much freaking small planes flying overhead. And last night, even at 9:30 at night, it's dark out, and there was one going directly over us, another one like couldn't have been but a couple miles directly behind it, and then another one directly behind it a couple more miles, same line even, and then there's these two lights up in the sky just hovering, like they weren't moving. It wasn't airplanes or anything like that. It was like these just super bright, and almost like, you know, those new LED lights that like vehicles have. It reminded me of that, but it was up in the sky. And so I was like, is there like UFOs above me? Like I was like, because this makes me think of what people always talk about, other than most of the time it's like a ball of light, and that was clearly like it's almost like a spotlight just shining down towards us. It was so weird. I don't have no idea what it would have been, because like I said, it was not moving, it was stationary. And there was two of them that were who knows how far apart. Like if you're looking up at the sky, you know, they were, you know, if the sky is 180 degrees from one side to the other, probably 15 degrees, 20 degrees apart from each other. weird. Never seen anything like that before. Now, do I think everything is a UFO? No. Because with the advances, especially on the military side, with different technologies and stuff, nothing like it could be anything like that. I guess what I'm saying. You never know. You never know what really goes on here. It's a weird place. I know. Yeah. You know what we should do? There's this old mining road up here that we're gonna cross. I've never gone up that way. Should go see what's up there. Although I don't know what the signal's like. It should be good. My cell tower's right there. Guess we'll find out. If we do it, might as well. Was it last night? Yeah, it would have been last night. Or maybe it was yesterday morning. I don't remember. I was talking about all the exploring I've done in this area the last 4 years, and so I went back and I was like, I want to, because I talked about, I guesstimated, I was like, I've probably done like 600-700 miles throughout the years back here, last 4 years, because before that I'd never been here. And so I was like, I went back into this is just in Strava, and started looking at things, and we're just up on that ridge. Why didn't we just continue on and come down? Should have just done our normal loop. That's our 10K loop. And then we come back on this trail. Anyways, I was calculating it all out on just everything that was on Strava. And I had runs that weren't on Strava. And it was 832 miles is what I've done back here. And total time spent, you're talking, because I usually camp back in here, and you can only be here for 2 weeks at a time. So total time spent was about 2.5 months total in the last 4 years. And I've done 832 miles. I was like, you gotta be freaking kidding me. Just on pretty much like, I guess, what would it be? I've gone all the way to the end, to the north, and I think that was around 12 miles to the end, where it hits the highway going to Prescott. And then I've gone as far south from here, training, I'm just talking training wise, as Bumblebee, which is like 6 miles. Not even 6. It wouldn't be 6. It'd be like 5, 4, 4.5, somewhere in there. So that's 26-ish. What else we got? Oh, here's the road right here. Let's see. Let's go up this. Nari, let's go up this. Yeah, we're almost to our mile mark anyway, so we'll go up here. Let's go up the road. You've never been. You should get excited about going up here. Nari, hey, we're going up. Come on. There you go. If you've never been up here, you should be excited. Okay, so what we're up to, 25. And then that right there would be 3.5. Another about 15, 20, 30. We'll just keep around to 30. 15, 45, and probably another 5 or 6. So I'd say like 40 to 45 miles of trails back here, or roads like this is. Wouldn't consider this a trail. So on all of that, I've done 832 miles. Well, and again, that's just what's on Strava. I quite often do not wear my watch if I'm just trying to go out and, or I should say, I wear my watch, I don't turn my watch on. If I'm just trying to go out and, you know, run by feel for 3 hours. And those points, I just, you know, see what time it is when I leave. And then depending on what kind of route I'm doing, most of the time those kind of runs, I'm doing more of a out and back. But I will just, you know, go an hour and a half, turn around, go back. I used to do that a lot in DC when I was living over there. I just be like, oh, need to get a 3-hour run in, let's just go. And we just run around the city. Here she comes. I kind of feel like running up this. Legs are, I said the legs aren't tired today. It's just my ankle is kind of hurting, so. I didn't know this thing went up this far. Oh, there's an old mine up here. Looks like an abandoned mine. Looks like they got the danger signs. Danger. How's that? I had 2 things pop into my mind there. Danger, Will Robinson, but also, this is an emergency. Paging Dr. Beat, or whatever that song goes. Oh, my dog's slowing me down now because I don't want her to not see where I'm going. I don't know what she's doing back there. She should still be able to see me at least. Oh no, that's not an abandoned mine. It's an actual active mining claim. Look at that. For right here, that's kind of a weird spot. You would think it would be more in the drain. Of course, it could just be this, like a big circle or something. Who knows? Yeah, we're still going. I have no idea where this goes. Oh, putting the brakes on. Skirt, skirt. Oh, she's caught up to me now, so I can run again. And now she's like, yes, we're running. Not doing that walking shit we were doing earlier. Where'd this thing go? Oh, that way. Just follow her, dumbass. She knows where she's going, even though she doesn't, but quite often she will lead you astray. And I'm not talking about the Estrella Mountains. eucalyptus. Oh yeah. Well, I'm feeling this. I'm also feeling my ankles, so I gotta be careful. Well, this goes a lot further than I thought it did. It's still going back here somewhere. The heck? Well, if you could make it up that first part of the road, this would be a cool little campsite right here. Oh. Definitely can't make it past that first part in my vehicle. You have to have some sort of kick-ass Jeep. Or an OHV, which is what most people have. Oh. I talked about having a time of her life. Yeah, she does. She gets so excited sometimes. Like I should sometime go live extra early. And by extra early, I mean like an hour before we're getting ready to go for a run. Because she will, like, because she'll just be hanging out outside the van or whatever. I'll have the side door open. And she'll jump up in the van. And then she'll look at you. And then, you know, just to basically just pressure you to to get ready to go for a run. And then she will, where's she going now? I'm pretty sure this is the end of the line. It is the end of the line. Another mining claim. I didn't know these ones were back here. That's cool. Federal mining claim. But there's no name on the sign though. It's saying who it is. Clearly the end of the line. But anyways, she'll give up on you and jump back down, and then like 5 minutes later she'll jump back up again and just like glare at you like, come on, let's go. Maybe this does keep going. Looks like another claim down there. I don't know, do we feel like exploring? Oh, this goes back to the trail. I can see the trail right there. The heck? What the heck? Oh, and there's that white marble. You can see the top of this hill right here, white marble. There's the road that I come down on my 10K loop off the ridge. And I've always wondered where that white marble top was, because you can see it from up there, but then when you're down here on the trail, you can't see anything. Guess we're going this way. Probably need to give her another drink. She's been running around a little crazy now. Anyway, it'll be like, 45 minutes to an hour of her just jumping up, glaring at you, jumping back down, jumping up, glaring at you, jumping back down. It's like just constant. And every time, I swear, every time she goes to leave, like when she goes to jump out of the van, she has to, holy cow, the cows were back in here. Huh. This is where the cows came through, I guess. But she, I swear, rolls her eyes every time. She has to. Look at that. See, this is the best part about doing this. So if you're ever gonna go for a run with me, oh geez, somebody's mining claim stuff right there. If you're ever gonna go for a run with me, you better be up for an adventure, because every now and then I'm just like, oh, let's see where this goes. Oh, I know where this is at. Okay, I know where we're at. That's cool. Huh. Oh, there's some hikers. They're gonna be like, where the hell did you come from? Oh, we're just out exploring. Just out exploring. Ow, ow. as I'm ripping my shirt. Okay, keep going. Yeah, I know we were out here just having fun. Keep it going though. Keep it going. Okay. Oh yeah, let's head back. Hello. Keep it going. Oh. Yeah, I know. More people. You're so excited. Oh, thank you. Okay, keep going. Oh, she's loving it. Half of my running is just seeking out adventure. And I'll just do crap like that and be like, oh, let's see where this goes. Because, like, if nothing else, all you have to do is just turn back around and go back to where you left the trail. Now what are you doing? Feel like this is where I feel looking the same. Yeah, we are what, about 3 miles away from where you started. If we went that way just a little bit further, you would have been able to see Bumblebee Ranch just right over there. It's cool to see people out here hiking. I actually haven't seen anybody just out here hiking the Black Canyon Trail. Usually it's bikers and ultra runners. A few horsemen every now and then, but not too many. And they're going the hard way. They're going the uphill way. That's why every time, like especially when we're running up to the top of the plateau over here, I never see anybody going that direction. Because it's all uphill. Everybody comes downhill, they don't go uphill. Especially if you're on a mountain bike, it's a lot more fun to go down. Oh, I take that back. We did see two people biking uphill the other day when we were running there. So take that back. You do see occasionally, yes. But especially runners, you never see anybody running uphill over there. And that's my favorite direction to go. What are we looking at? She can't stand me being in the lead. She will sprint as hard as she can to get ahead of me. There she goes. cool looking swallow right there. There's one. Kind of looks like this one down here. It's way out over here towards the tank. And it just sits out there. There's like zero around it. So it's just hanging out by itself out there. But the thing is like massive and has, you know, like 6 or 8 branches on it. It just looks really cool. There's my van way over there, and we went up that to that top of that peak and then back down. Can't believe she convinced me to go further. Really, this is what I should have done this morning. Just because my training plan today, I'm supposed to, you know, is supposed to be my high intensity day. So I was trying to force it. I feel great out here running. Like, I mean, I can feel my ankle a little bit, but it's not like hurting or anything from going up or down steep hills. Like, it's just running. My legs, like I said, are not tired at all, so I can run for, you know, quite a ways, although I don't have any water on me right now to do a long ways, because we're supposed to be going up to the top of the mountain, back down. Just repeat that, and I was gonna just crew myself out of my van. And I think my dog sees me, so I'm just gonna keep going, because I gotta get through this little draw, because my signal will go out. Here she comes, and there she goes. Oh, just kidding. Squirrel, that's what she said. Squirrel. And there she goes again. Here's the road we went up. Right here. Oh gosh dang, dog. Just to give you context of where we went up, right there.
I can't read chat and run at the same time. Then I get in a zone and I'm like, just where I'm just enjoying the run, and I forget. You know, people could be trying to talk to you right now. What if she did freaking full sends it chasing rabbits and whatever else? I'm really surprised I don't have to pull more cactus and mesquite thorns and whatever else out of her. She obviously just stepped on something. She has looked at her foot twice now. You okay? Need me to look at you when we get back to the van? We have to anyways, because you're such a butthead. But hey, you cheater! You could have crossed. Drainage, the wash, still a little bit damp in the sandy area. No, we're not going anymore. We're going back. Come on. You little butthead. She still wanted to keep going. Ooh, let's change that. We're just gonna do our nice little cool down now. There we go. Get my dashboard back. There we go. Not that I really got my heart rate up or anything, but nice leisurely uphill for a quarter mile back to the van. Clear line jet above us. Ooh, gosh dang. Tripping over rocks that I have no business tripping over. Okay, plan for the day is to at least get my annual report submitted to my Secretary of State. Maybe do a little bit on my taxes. And then I'm going to do at least an hour of editing a YouTube video, because I am almost a year behind on those again. And I need to get through these two. They're going to be really crappy, my next two. But once I get through those, I think we should have some pretty good videos. At least 3, I think. I got so far behind, I haven't really done anything for footages of videos. Pretty much gave up on my YouTube channel. Mostly because, I don't know, dude, trying to gain my subscribers back again after neglecting my channel for 4 years is frustrating. Here I've been submitting videos again now for almost 2 years, and I've gained like 30 people. And before I was neglecting it, I had about 1,200 subscribers, and then I didn't do anything for 4 years. And when I decided to do things for 4 years again, I think I had 25 subscribers left out of 1,200. And I do that myself. I go through a lot of the YouTube channels that I subscribe to, and if I haven't watched them or even seen anything new on them on their channel forever, I'll purge it just so my list isn't so long. I do that on Twitch too. There's a few Twitch channels that I used to follow that I love their stuff, but they don't do anything on Twitch anymore. The only reason why they did stuff on Twitch was during COVID. So that was their only way of making money, because they're like DJs and stuff like that. So then when they were able to start getting gigs and touring and all that again, then they stopped doing Twitch. So I had to go through and freaking undo it. And it was funny, one of them I was subscribed to for probably like 8 months after they stopped doing stuff, and I just didn't notice it. And so then that made me think, like, because this DJ, she had like, probably 300-400 subscribers on her Twitch channel. So it was like, how many other than me were still subscribed, even though she wasn't doing anything? Like all that passive income she was getting. And even now I think about it, it's been 4 years since she's done anything. And it's like, I wonder if she still gets passive income from Twitch, not doing anything. And here I'm working my ass off, and I've been grinding my channel on Twitch for 6 years. I'm the OG runner on Twitch. Then you get these people that run like one time and then they gain like 1,000 followers in a day. And it's like, what the hell am I doing wrong? I love my small community on Twitch. I love it because I know everybody. I know, when they're here, I can have conversations, that kind of stuff. That dog's like just laid down on the mat in the shade. Yeah, see? Told you were hot, you weirdo. Oh, she's getting a drink. 3 miles ago, we would have had to call a helicopter to pick you up. That was only 4.77 is what my watch said, so we didn't go that far. Oh. What are you looking at me like that for? And I totally just turned around and side-eyed me for some reason. Twitch is a weird platform. You go through, purge people. If I was a while, yeah. I watch the Simpsons streams. Well, and I know people purge me. Because it's like the other day, what do I have now? Let me see if I can bring it up. I don't have a lot of followers. But I did gain a bunch a week ago, I got raided by like 170 people, and I gained, I don't know, like 20 of them or something. It's, well, here, I can do this. We'll take these overlays off, and then I can put that one on. There we go. 247. That's how many followers I have. And I had over 250 last week. So I definitely lost a bunch of people. Or they just followed for a day or whatever and decided they didn't like my content. I don't know. Who knows? I mean, if they don't like my content, you don't like my content. But hi. Hi. But it's like, when I first started my running channel 6 years ago, and I don't have like a lot of friends that, you know, where I could be like, hey, go follow my YouTube or my Twitch channel, you know, type of thing. I don't have a huge social media presence, any of that kind of stuff. So it's not like I could get a lot of followers. So it was all just grown organically from just streaming. But in the first like 3 months, I was already an affiliate. I had over, over 50 followers, and I had an average of like 4 followers a stream. Now, granted, I was in DC at this time, so people loved tuning in because I was always running around the national monuments and stuff like that. So I think I had a lot more people that enjoyed that more than my trail running content. Even though I do a lot of road running too, it just depends on where I'm at. But, yeah, so in 3 months I gained like that many people. And it wasn't until probably 2 months ago that I had over 200 followers. Like, I just sat there with like, I don't know, probably like right around that 150 to 170 for like a year and a half. Like, I would gain like 8 in a week, and then I would lose 12. It was just like, what is going on here? But, so I don't know. It gets a little frustrating because, I don't know. I mean, it is a small niche that I'm in. But there's other people in this small niche that started their stuff like a year ago, and they have thousands and thousands of followers. It's like, what am I doing wrong with the algorithms that just nothing's working here? And it's not that like I want more followers. I just enjoy, this is my way to talk to people. And if I can because I have quite a few people that, I have two of my followers that started following me, I now coach. And so if I could reach more people and help them get to their fitness goals, that's my favorite thing. That's the reason why I want to have more followers, is not because of that. It's like I used to do a lot on TikTok. And for the first 6 months, I had quite a few videos going viral, all that kind of stuff. And then ever since then, I've just been shadow banned, and I just stopped doing anything on TikTok. And there's another guy that I see, there's tons of running content coaches and stuff on TikTok now. But back when I first did it, there wasn't. And there was one guy that at the beginning was just his stuff on there was so bad. I was like, you're a coach and you're spouting this stuff? What is wrong with you? And then since then, I've seen a few of his videos, and he's either progressed as a coach or progressed as being able to say what he really means as a coach on the platform, because he actually does some pretty good stuff now. But he had less followers than I did on TikTok. I think my followers have dropped because I haven't done anything for a year on TikTok. So I think I'm down to 1,700 followers on TikTok now versus my height. I didn't have a whole lot, but I had 7,000, somewhere around there. But this guy has like 200,000 now. I'm like, what the hell? It's like a year ago, I really wanted to do a podcast, and I had this idea for a podcast. But because there's so like everybody has a podcast nowadays. So the platform is so overloaded, kind of like YouTube with running media now, that it's like, I was like, why even bother? And then my idea I had somebody started doing already. So it's like, oh man. And it's actually a pretty good friend of mine. I never told him my idea for the podcast, but you're kind of the same, when you kind of have that same mindset. So of course, an idea like that wouldn't be horrible. But now I have a new idea for a podcast. I just got to get it started. I think it would be funny to just tell like funny stories or anecdotes about, running, and not necessarily trail running, just running in general. And I think it would be fun to bring on and just, try and dig out funny stories, even like from pros and stuff, but not even necessarily from pros, just your, mid-pack, back of the pack, I think would be even funnier, because they have great stories. Just act dumb. They do. They truly do. That's like, what was I watching the other day? Because on Twitch, I watch, most of my people I follow are actually Fortnite gamers. Because I enjoy playing Fortnite. Even as an old bastard like I am, I enjoy playing Fortnite. And I watch Thieves. And sometimes he just gets on like this thing. Like it'll just be the goofiest crap and just weirdest shit. Just what he says while he's gaming solo, type of stuff. And it was last night. He was saying some weird shit, and I started thinking about it. I'm like, like he can get away with that kind of stuff because it's just him. That is him naturally. But you get a lot of these new people that are trying to start streaming, and they try and force acting like that. And it doesn't come across the same. You can tell that they're forcing it, and it's cringe. You just started playing Fortnite with your brother. It's been really fun. Yeah, I enjoy it. I've been playing, not since it first came out, because I just never had a computer that I could play it on when it first came out. But I started playing, I think it was like it was season 9. I think like chapter 1, season 9. That was when I started playing. So it wasn't like at the beginning, but it's been a while. But then I like took a break. I like didn't play again until probably like chapter 2, season 3 or something. And then took another break and really didn't do anything until chapter 3. And I started playing again. And then when they came out with Zero Build, I was like, okay, this is my jam. Because that's the one thing that I enjoyed playing it, but I sucked at building. The way my brain works, it's hard for me to get that muscle memory, I guess you could say, for doing stuff like that. Because I had issues like that as a kid, even when I enjoyed playing, I guess you could say, the trumpet. I actually played the cornet, but, trumpet. I enjoyed playing it. I wasn't good at it, though, because I couldn't just get my brain to get in that muscle memory. But it's like that for a lot of stuff, even. So I can still build, but I look like probably a 2-year-old trying to build on Fortnite, because I have to think about it. I have to consciously think about how to do my builds in Fortnite. So it takes me a lot longer. Even generally become too cringy. It seems like a phony act for the most part. It's easy to tell who's genuine, not. Yeah, it is. It truly is. With me, you get what you get. I am not. Sometimes, like, if you are on a lot of my runs, you know how much I get into TMI a lot of times, even, because that's just how I am. That's why, like, if my night my night runs that I do, I only stream on Twitch. And that's where the real, I wouldn't say the real me comes out, but the less censored me comes out. Because on YouTube, you know, you have to play that algorithm, and a lot of times it doesn't work out so good if you know, you have to stay more family friendly oriented on YouTube. But you play no build, yeah. Anymore, I pretty much play no build except for on ranked, just so I can like play a tournament here or there. Since especially now that there's those 0 build tournaments, they're all build tournaments. But I'll play ranked build just to get to gold, just to rank up to gold, so that way I can play in a tournament here and there if I want to. That's about it. That's as much building as I do. But hi, sweet girl. I know your cow friends left. They all left you. She was enjoying the cows this morning. She really just wanted to play with them, but they were looking at her like, what the fuck is wrong with you? Now she's just laying. Ooh, I don't have my gimbal on anymore, so it's hard for me to hold on to. She's just laying in the shade. Nari, how you doing? You doing okay? Yeah? Okay, well, that's going to be it, everybody. I have to install a power receptacle in my van. I got my line here. I just went cheap. I went expensive, I should say. I went easy and just bought some conduit with the cable in it already, so I don't have to deal with it. I have some Nomex somewhere in my storage shed, but I couldn't find it. Otherwise, I would have used it, but that's fine. Or at least I'm going to try and install this. I don't know as if I have a saw that I can use. I definitely have my cutoff saw, but it has a metal blade in it. Could I use that for wood? Probably. I don't know. I guess we'll find out. What are you doing now? I think she's chasing a bee. A weirdo. Oh, well, that's going to be it, everybody. Please smash that follow button if you haven't already. Go over to my YouTube. Hit the subscribe button on my YouTube channel. It'd be much appreciated. What else am I supposed to say as a streamer? Follow me on my socials. Go to shadrunner.com for any coaching needs or videography. Whatever. Live streaming. I can do it all. I have 4 years experience doing live broadcasts for running events, so whatever. Yeah, all that kind of good stuff. But that's it, everybody. Bye, everyone. And I guarantee, as long as it's not too windy, and I doubt the weather. I know there's supposed to be more weather moving in this week. I thought tomorrow. I don't know. I'll have to look and see. But as long as the weather holds out and everything, we will definitely be doing something tonight. Most likely our 10K loop. So it'll be up to the top of this, all the way down the ridge, dropping down, almost all the way down to Bumblebee Ranch, where we'll hit the Black Canyon Trail and come back on the same section that we were just on. So that's most likely what we're going to do tonight. Nice little sunset run. I'm really enjoying the sunset runs this week, so and she has to do something anyway, so that's probably what we're going to do, and I need the extra miles. So anyways, that's gonna be it, everyone. Love y'all, and I'll see you guys next time.